And salutations, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Ocarina of Fire here. Thank you all for checking in. So I'm going to break down the AFC matchups for this weekend's divisional playoff round, and I'll leave a link in the description below for the NFC matchups as soon as I get that uploaded as well. So it'll be floating up around here as well, so be sure to check that out. Going to get right down into it. The first game Saturday night will be the Indianapolis Colts going off to play the New England Patriots in Foxborough. I think it's going to be a very good game. It's going to be a very close, competitive game. Vegas, though, has this game at 7.5 points. The Colts are plus 7.5, 7-point dogs. And I really don't see it. I think the AFC, all four teams remaining, are very close together. The AFC has been wide open all year long. And I don't see this game being really a blowout on either side. Quite frankly, this Patriot team is not that good. I mean, it's not the Patriot team that we've seen over the past years, dominant Patriot teams of the past. It's definitely not one of them. They're hurt on both sides of the ball. Spikes just went on IR, just to add to the insult to injury of already Wilfork and Mayo, and a bunch of guys already going down on defense. Gronkowski, as we know, is already out. Dobson hasn't practiced. He may not play. He may play. We're not sure about that. And I don't think this game is really going to be the blowout that some people are expecting it to be. As for the Colts, LaRon Landry was cleared of his concussion. He'll be good to go. And that's really all for injuries. I mean, Darius Hayward-Bay will not play this weekend, but he really hasn't been a factor since Week 10. So it's not really big news that he's going to be out. Kind of an interesting thing is the Colts signed Deion Branch. So it should be interesting, kind of pulling a Belichick move on him. Try to get the secrets. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But if he can play great, contribute maybe as another receiver, because an old Wiley playoff veteran can nothing but help Andrew Luck. Just even help him control himself, and just another voice in his ear to keep him moving forward in the right direction. So, getting down to the game itself, it's kind of like the new kid going up against the old bully. This is Peyton Manning's house of horrors, if you will. So, if Andrew Luck's able to go up there and get a win, it'll just be another thing that he's been able to do that Peyton Manning has it. Peyton Manning was 0-4 in the playoffs before he got his first win. And Andrew Luck's already got his in a second. So we'll see what will turn out with this one. I think it's going to be a very competitive game. The Patriots defense isn't very good. The Colts defense isn't very good. Both sides are hurt. Both sides have some key players missing and key spots. So, it's not really the full-strength heavyweight battle that many people think it's going to be. But, both teams are relatively what they have been for the past month or so, injury-wise, except for Spikes being the big loss for the Patriots. But he's been hurt all year. So, I think the Colts, not being over, have all the momentum in the world coming into this game. They believe mentally that there is nothing that this team can't come back from. They've come back from huge deficits in the past. 28 points is just the biggest and the latest one. Andrew Luck's brought them down from 21. He's brought them down from 17. He's brought this team back from the dead, basically. Dead buried. He's brought them back. So this team is mentally confident. They're mentally prepared. Coach Pagano knows what it takes to win in New England. He was part of them Ravens teams that went in there and won. And I think it isn't going to be the blowout that people are expecting. People like to make, the Colts' defense is horrible. They gave up 400 and whatever yards to Alex Smith. But this is also the same Patriot defense that gave up 391 yards to Jason Campbell. Exactly. At least Alex Smith has won a playoff game. Jason Campbell's just bad. So, I think both defense have their struggles. And I think the game's really going to come down to where the Colts can be able to stop LeGarrette Blount in that running game, because that running game's really picked up over the last couple of weeks, and that's their big ace in the hole moving forward. I think a key for the Colts is going to be Trent Richardson and Donald Brown. Without Spikes, that's another run defender they're down, so they're really going to have to be able to run the ball. Basically, whoever's going to win this game ain't going to be the quarterback. It's going to be who's able to run the ball. So I think the Colts are going to win this game. It's going to be a very tight, competitive game, but I think the Colts will win 27 to the Patriots 25. So next game, we got the San Diego Chargers going to play the Denver Broncos for the third time this year. The Chargers beat the Denver Broncos in Denver back in Week 15 to kind of keep going into the playoffs. The Chargers have been win or go home basically every week since Week 13, so it's not surprising that they got a little momentum going. I feel like a lot of people are predicting Peyton Manning to go one and done like he usually does, but I think this is possibly the best Peyton Manning team, best offense Peyton Manning's had in his career, and I really don't think that they're going to be able to be stopped. Especially being at home. I think they know exactly what to expect from last year, and I really don't think, as much as Peyton Manning has the horror of living down these one and dones in the playoffs, I think this is the year he gets it done. They're just better than the Chargers defensively. Even though the Broncos offense is the Broncos defense, is a little bit beat up. They don't have Von Miller. I think they're going to be able to do enough to stop Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers really didn't do anything spectacular last week against the Bengals. He more just handed off the ball, and that was that offensive line who did a great job just manhandling the Cincinnati Bengals. So the Chargers know what it takes to beat the Denver Broncos. The Chargers have had Peyton Manning's number way back since when he was in Indianapolis, especially in 2007 when they beat him in the playoffs and beaten him twice before that. But I think the Denver Broncos are just too hot right now. They're starting to get healthy. Welker's back. They're going to be full strength on offense. I think they're going to be good to go and be able to beat the Chargers. The Chargers, it's been a hell of a run for them to get to this point, but I don't think they have enough offensive firepower, and I really don't think that defense will be able to stop Peyton Manning twice in 1 year. One time you got them, they've held them down kind of in the first time as well, but Peyton Manning's been devouring the tape. Peyton Manning knows what's at stake. He's not stupid. He knows if he goes one and done again, it's going to completely tarnish his legacy, so he knows what to expect. He knows what he has to do, and I feel like he's going to get this done 27-14. I think the Chargers offensively will be able to get a little bit going, but will falter when they get over the 50, and they're going to want to try to control the ball. I don't know if Phillip Rivers is going to be able to make another play on the road. He's very capable. He's another guy like Andrew Luck. Both these young quarterbacks are. Phillip Rivers has been on the cusp for years, and he's trying to get himself elevated into that top level, and winning this game will go a long way for him to doing so, but I don't think that they have the horses to go up with the Denver Broncos. So I expect the Denver Broncos to win quite handily as well. So that's really all I got for this video. Quick recap overview of the two games that are coming up this weekend. Once again, stay tuned for the NFC preview. I'll have that up in the next couple hours, and I'll just try to get them both out so you can all take advantage and go for them. So that's really all I got for tonight. Appreciate you all for watching, and be sure to look for that NFC video. Ocarina of Fire checking out. Have a good one.